Hello, my friend. Welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something really important and useful. I'm going to talk to you about how to introduce yourself in English. This is something you will use many times in your life, and I promise you, it's going to be easy and fun to learn. You know, when you meet new people, they often ask you one simple question. They say, "Tell me about yourself," or "Can you introduce yourself?" Maybe you hear this at school, at work, at a party, or even in an English class. And sometimes, when you hear this question, you feel a little nervous. You think, "Oh no, what should I say? Where do I start? What if I make a mistake?" I understand this feeling. Many people feel the same way. But don't worry at all. After I talk to you about this today, you will know exactly what to say. You will feel confident, comfortable, and ready to speak. Let's start with the very basics, okay? The first thing people want to know when they meet you is your name. This is the easiest part, right? You can say, "My name is," and then you say your name. Or you can make it even simpler and say, "I'm," and your name. For example, "My name is Sarah," or "I'm David." Very simple, very easy. When someone tells you their name, it's polite to say, "Nice to meet you," or "Pleased to meet you." This shows you are friendly and polite. You can also add, "Nice to meet you too," when they say it to you first. These small phrases make a big difference. After names, people usually want to know where you are from. This is another easy one. You can say, "I'm from," and then your country or your city. For example, "I'm from Turkey," or "I'm from Brazil," or "I'm from Mexico City." If someone asks, "Where do you live now?" you can tell them about where you live today. Maybe it's the same place, or maybe it's different. You can say, "I live in London now," or "I still live in my hometown." You can also add a little description. Maybe you live in a big, busy city with lots of noise, traffic, and people everywhere. Or maybe you live in a small, quiet town with beautiful nature, fresh air, and friendly neighbors. Both are wonderful, and both tell something about you. You can also mention if you live in a house or an apartment. For example, "I live in a small apartment near the city center," or "I live in a house with a garden and 2 cats." See? These little details make your introduction more interesting. Now, let's talk about age. Age is a personal thing. Some people are very comfortable saying their age, and some people prefer not to. That's completely okay. It's your choice, always. If you want to share your age, you can say, "I'm," and then your age, years old. For example, "I'm 23 years old," or "I'm 35 years old," or "I'm 50 years old." It's simple. If you don't want to say your exact age, you don't have to. Nobody will be offended. You can just skip this part and move to the next topic. After you talk about your name and where you're from, people often ask about what you do. This means your job or your studies. They ask, "What do you do?" You can answer with your job title. For example, "I'm a teacher," "I'm a doctor," "I'm an engineer," "I'm a designer," or "I'm a salesperson." If you're a student, you say, "I'm a student." Then people usually ask, What do you study? Or, what are you studying? You can answer, I study medicine, or I'm studying computer science, or I study English and literature. If you have a job, you can add a little bit more information to make it interesting. For example, I'm a nurse. I work at a big hospital in the city. I help patients every day, and I really love my job. Or, I'm a chef. I work in an Italian restaurant. I cook pasta and pizza, and I create new recipes. See? When you add these small details, you're not just giving information. You're telling a little story. And people love stories. It makes you memorable. Family is another warm and friendly topic to talk about. Everyone has a family, and it's nice to share a little bit about them. You can talk about your siblings. Siblings means your brothers and sisters. You can say, I have one brother and one sister, or I have two sisters, or I don't have any brothers or sisters, I'm an only child. If you have siblings, you can say a little about them. For example, my brother is older than me. He's an engineer. My sister is younger. She's still in high school. You can also talk about your parents. What do they do? For example, my mother is a teacher. She teaches history at a high school. My father is retired now, but he was a police officer for 30 years. Or, my parents have a small shop. They sell flowers and plants. When you talk about your family, it helps people understand your background and your life better. It creates a connection. Oh, and here's a topic that many people love. Pets. Do you have a pet? A dog? A cat? A bird? A fish? Or maybe something more unusual? Many people are crazy about their pets, and they love to talk about them. If you have a pet, this is a great thing to mention. You can say, I have a dog. His name is Max. He's a golden retriever, and he's very friendly and energetic. I take him to the park every morning. Or, I have a cat. Her name is Luna. She's very independent and quiet. She sleeps most of the day, but at night she's very playful. Or maybe, I have two parrots. They're very colorful and noisy. They talk a lot, and sometimes they say funny things. Even if you don't have a pet right now, you can still talk about animals. You can say, I don't have a pet now because my apartment is too small, but I love dogs. Maybe in the future I will get one. Or, I've never had a pet, but I really like cats. They're so elegant and calm. This shows your personality and what you like. Now comes the really fun and interesting part. Let's talk about your favorite things. What is your favorite food? This is always a fun question. Maybe you love pizza, or pasta, or sushi, or tacos, or traditional food from your country. You can say, my favorite food is pizza. I love pizza with lots of cheese, tomatoes, and mushrooms. I could eat it every day. Or, I really love my mom's home cooking. She makes the best lentil soup in the world. Or, my favorite food is sushi. I love the fresh fish and the rice. It's so delicious and healthy. When you talk about food, people often smile and say, me too. Or, oh, I've never tried that. It's a great conversation starter. You can also talk about your favorite color. What color makes you happy? Blue? Green? Red? Yellow? You can say, my favorite color is blue. It reminds me of the ocean and the sky. It's so calm and peaceful. Or, I love green. It's the color of nature, trees, and life. Or, my favorite color is red. It's bold and passionate. I love it. See? When you add a little reason, your answer becomes more interesting and personal. What about your favorite animal? Maybe it's a dog, a cat, an elephant, a dolphin, or a bird. You can say, my favorite animal is the dog because dogs are loyal, friendly, and always happy to see you. Or, I love dolphins. They're so intelligent and playful. I think they're amazing creatures. Or, my favorite animal is the owl. I love how wise and mysterious they look. These small details show who you are and what you value. Now let's talk about hobbies. Hobbies are the things you do for fun in your free time. This is one of the best topics because it really shows your personality. What do you enjoy doing when you're not working or studying? Maybe you like reading books, watching movies or TV series, playing sports, cooking, baking, drawing, painting, playing a musical instrument, gardening, traveling, photography, or spending time with friends. There are so many possibilities. You can say, in my free time, I love to read. I read all kinds of books, but my favorite genre is mystery. I love trying to solve the puzzle before the end. Or, I really enjoy playing football. Every Saturday morning, I play with my friends in the park. It's great exercise and we have a lot of fun together. Or, I love cooking. I try new recipes every week. Last week, I made Thai curry for the first time, and it was delicious. Or, I enjoy photography. I take my camera everywhere, and I love capturing beautiful moments, especially sunsets and street scenes. When you talk about your hobbies with enthusiasm, people can see that you're passionate and interesting. It also gives them ideas for more questions. They might ask, oh, what's the last book you read? Or, what position do you play in football? This keeps the conversation going naturally. Here's something interesting that not many people think about. It's also good to talk about things you don't like. Yes, really. When you share what you don't like, it shows your personality and makes you more human and relatable. You don't have to be negative or complain a lot. Just mention one or two things in a light, friendly way. For example, you can say, I don't really like spicy food. It's too hot for me and makes my mouth burn. Or, I'm not a morning person at all. I hate waking up early. I'm much better in the afternoon and evening. Or, I don't like horror movies. They're too scary for me. I prefer comedies and romantic movies. Or, I'm not very good at waiting. I get impatient when I have to stand in long lines. When you share these things, people often smile and say, oh, me too. I'm exactly the same. It creates a connection and makes the conversation more relaxed and friendly. Now, let me tell you something very important. When you introduce yourself, you don't need to say everything at once. No. That would be too much information, and it might be overwhelming for the other person. You need to be smart and choose what to say based on the situation. Think about where you are and who you're talking to. If you're in an English class on the first day, you might say your name, where you're from, what you do, and why you're learning English. For example, hi, I'm Maria. I'm from Colombia. I'm a marketing manager, and I'm learning English because I need it for my job. I want to communicate better with international clients. If you're at a job interview, you focus more on your education, your work experience, your skills, and your goals. For example, my name is John Smith. I graduated from university with a degree in business administration. I've worked in sales for 5 years, and I'm very good at building relationships with customers. I'm looking for new challenges and opportunities to grow. If you're at a social event, like a party or a networking event, you can be more casual and personal. You talk about your hobbies, your interests, what you like to do for fun. For example, "Hey, I'm Lisa. I work in graphic design, but outside of work, I'm really into yoga and meditation. I also love traveling. Last year I went to Thailand, and it was incredible." See the difference? You adjust your introduction to fit the situation. This is a skill, and it gets easier with practice. And please, remember this very important thing. When someone asks you, "Tell me about yourself," they're not testing you. They're not trying to trick you or make you nervous. They're not judging you. They just want to get to know you. They want to start a conversation. They want to be friendly and make a connection. So you should relax, take a deep breath, smile, and be yourself. Don't try to be perfect. Don't try to use very difficult words or complicated sentences just to impress people. Use simple, clear language. Speak at a comfortable speed. It's completely okay if you make small grammar mistakes or if you pause to think about what to say next. The most important thing is to be warm, genuine, and honest. People appreciate authenticity much more than perfection. Let me give you a complete example of a good self-introduction. Imagine someone you just met asks you, "So, tell me about yourself." You can say something like this. "Hi, my name is Alex. I'm from Brazil originally, but I moved to London 3 years ago. I'm a graphic designer, and I work for a small creative agency. I love my job because I get to be creative every day and work on interesting projects. In my free time, I really enjoy photography. I take my camera with me everywhere, and I love capturing street life and architecture. I also have a dog named Rocky. He's a beagle, and he's my best friend. We go for long walks every evening. I'm a big fan of Italian food, especially pasta and risotto, but I have to say I don't really like seafood. And my favorite color is orange, because it's bright, warm, and happy. It always puts me in a good mood." See? This introduction is simple, clear, natural, and friendly. The person listening now knows quite a lot about Alex, and they can easily ask follow-up questions like, "Oh, what kind of design projects do you work on?" Or, "Where do you walk with Rocky?" Or, "Have you been to Italy?" The conversation flows naturally from here. So, my dear friends, now it's your turn to think and practice. Think about yourself and your life. What would you say if someone asked you to introduce yourself? Take a moment to prepare your answers. Think about your name, where you're from, what you do, your family, your hobbies, what you like and don't like. Write down some key words or sentences if that helps you. Then practice saying it out loud. Practice in front of a mirror so you can see your facial expressions and body language. Practice with a friend or family member. Record yourself on your phone and listen back. The more you practice, the more natural and confident you will become. And soon, very soon, when someone asks you that question, "Tell me about yourself," you will smile, you will feel ready, and you will answer confidently and comfortably without any fear or hesitation. Remember this always. Talking about yourself is not bragging or showing off. It's sharing. It's opening a door for connection and friendship. It's showing people who you really are, what matters to you, what makes you unique, and you are wonderful, interesting, and valuable, just the way you are. You have your own story, your own experiences, your own personality, and that's beautiful. Don't be afraid to share it. The world wants to know you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I really hope what I've talked to you about has been helpful and useful. I hope you feel more confident now about introducing yourself in English. Keep practicing every day. Keep learning new words and phrases. Keep pushing yourself a little bit outside your comfort zone. And most importantly, keep being the amazing person you are. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Good luck with your English journey, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Take care, stay positive, and goodbye for now.